Hi, my name is Elizabeth Ailey. I am a Feng Shui consultant, and today I'm going to be talking about how to invite love and relationships into your life using Feng Shui. So the first thing that I would like you to do before beginning is to really get clear on how you love yourself, because that is the number one step that you should take, because that's your primary relationship, right? Is with yourself. So get clear on how you love yourself, how you accept yourself. And if you need to sit down and journal about that, that's something that I would recommend. And once you have done that, and you've gotten clear on, the things that you love about yourself and why you appreciate yourself, then I think that you are in a good place to then really seek more love from other people and from relationships. So what you do after that is take a look at your southwest corner. So we're using the Bagua here, and this is the traditional or classical Feng Shui Bagua, which is using the ancient information, which is over 4,000 years old. And the ancient masters, the ascended masters, are showing us that it is by degrees, right? So this is the traditional Bagua map, which I think is most impactful. Take a look at your southwest corner and analyze what's there. So this is the southwest corner of your home. If you live in a house that's shared with other people, then that would be your bedroom. So just that primary southwest corner. Of course, this apartment or anything like that would be the southwest corner of the entire place. So what do you have there? Is it something positive, or is it something kind of gross and cluttered and dirty? Really take a look at that space. That's the number one thing that you want to do. And really sit with the things that you see there. It can be alarming for some people what they find. They're like, oh my God, I personally have had missing southwest sections of two major properties, and where I lived for a very long time. And it was interesting. Southwest is also the location for the woman of the household. So if you identify as a woman, and this is your home, this is also your area, right? So it also represents you as well. So if that section is missing, like it was for me, think about what that means for you. It can have something to do with relationship, but if you are a woman, for example, it could also signify places you're not showing up for yourself. So this is why it's really important, I think, to journal and to get really clear on your why and your intention for this. But really take a look at the southwest corner. What do you have there? This is about love, relationship, marriage. And take a look. Are there things that need to be cleared and cleaned up and moved? Go ahead and do that. Another important thing, and this is for everywhere around the house, if you have any previous relationships, things that you're holding on to that you don't want to get rid of, like love letters, you're like, I don't want to get rid of this. He said these nice things about me. It's a good idea to get rid of those things and to, symbolically cut those cords with those people, right? Because you are moving on to a new relationship. And one of the ways that you signal to the universe and really to yourself and energetically is by releasing those things. Because you're holding on to things because you need them. You're telling the universe, telling yourself that I need these things. I need it. I'm going to need it in the future. There's a little bit of a fear-based thing in there a little bit. Now, obviously, there's practical matters as well. It's not black and white. It's a very gray area. But when you're holding on to things that have kind of symbolic meaning behind them for a previous relationship or like a gift that you received, then I think it's a good idea to let those things go. I actually have a video that I did where you can take a look where I go kind of do a deep dive into moving on from a breakup or divorce. So I recommend, if that's something that you need to take a look at, you can go ahead and look at that video and get some tips from that. So once you've done that, you've looked at the southwest section, you've really analyzed what's there, and you've gosh, oh my gosh, like I didn't realize I had this like sad, solitary painting in that corner, or I didn't realize that's where I put all my dirty rags, or I have the trash there. I think somebody commented they had like like 3 kitty litter boxes in that, you know, in that southwest corner. So those are things you want to look at, right? And the southwest is love and relationships. You're going to actually want to, you know, clear out, clean it, and then add things to that space that make you feel uplifted and loved. The number for the southwest is 2. So you want to do 2 things together. And a really good example that I have is right here. It's actually a rose quartz crystal. So rose quartz is actually a really good crystal that you can use in the southwest as well. I love it all over the house, but it's really powerful in the southwest. This is an image of 2 birds kissing, so it's super sweet and I really like it. But something like this, you know, like a statue that has 2 things together, or like a couple embracing. It can be really something really simple, but you want to make sure to kind of group things in pairs. And in general around your house, particularly in the southwest corners of your home, you're going to want to start pairing things in 2, like salt and pepper, you know, keep them together. You have oil and vinegar, like you want to start looking around and seeing, am I pairing things in 2? Or in groups, or do I have a lot of just, you know, like statues or paintings of just one person? These are things in general around the house that you're going to want to look at and really think about deeply. So another crystal or thing that you can put in the southwest to help really bring in love and like uplift is any kind of green crystal. So this is a fluorite that I have that's really lovely, and it is a sphere. And so it doesn't have to be a sphere. Spheres are really beautiful. I use them in a bunch of different areas because what's nice about them is they really kind of ripple out that energy all around very nicely, and it kind of just goes, you know, in all directions, right? So it's a really nice way to kind of bathe that area in that energy. So a green crystal could of course be like a fluorite. It could also be like jade. It can be anything that really calls to you. You know, they say that the crystal chooses you. You don't choose the crystal. And I actually do believe that. I've gone to, you know, crystal stores or gem stores, and there's just certain ones that you're drawn to and that make you feel kind of nice and make you feel happy. And, you know, those are the ones that you're going to want to go for. The reason you want to pick a green crystal, if you're not going to do rose quartz crystal, which is also lovely, a pink crystal, is because green is the color of the heart chakra. So you're putting a little bit of love in this zone energetically in your home. And of course with crystals, if you're not familiar, you're going to want to program them, which simply means that you can hold them, you can close your eyes, of course, after you've cleared them. And what I mean by that is, you know, over running water, for example, that wouldn't work for a fluorite because it's actually water soluble, but it would be fine with things like jade. You can also people use smoke, you can use sound. Some people like to bury them in the ground, for example. So there's lots of different ways you can kind of clear a crystal. Salt, of course, works really, really well. It's a great cure. But once you've cleared it, you want to just hold it in your hand and, you know, maybe think about something that fills you with love. Maybe it was embracing with your, you know, hugging your mom even. It's just something that makes you feel really happy and loved. And then you ask and you intend, you want to bring more of that into your life. And if it's very specific that you'd like to have, you know, a relationship with someone, then go ahead and state that. Place it in the southwest corner of your home or southwest corner of your bedroom. It's also really powerful because we spend a lot of time in our bedroom, right, when we're sleeping. Hopefully at least 8 hours we're spending there a day. So you're able to kind of get that benefit. Bedrooms are really personal because we spend so much time there. So once you've done that, the crystal is actually going to help do that work for you, right? So it's going to be kind of broadcasting out that vibration, even when you're not thinking about it. Now, the more that you are intending and to bring in love and are grateful for, I think in the present tense, the love that you have, the faster this is going to work for you. Along those lines, a really good tip is to write a letter. This is something that my teacher, the master that I work under, Amanda, recommends writing a letter to your or in the present tense, but to like your dream lover or your dream partner, your dream husband or wife or girlfriend or what have you, to write, what you're grateful for them. You're writing them a letter. And of course, they're probably not in your life right now, but write it in the present tense as if it's already happening, as if you're so grateful for how they listen to you and how they respect your boundaries, or whatever it is that you're looking for. You write it in a letter, you place it in the southwest or southwest corner of your bedroom. If you have a shared space and you'd like to keep it a little private, that's fine. And then take out the letter, read the letter, interact with it a little bit. Because remember, you are the magic in this space. Feng Shui is like create your own adventure. If you remember those books, right? You are creating this space. We are really creators. A lot of the time it's subconscious, right? Because we're just kind of going through our daily things and there's a lot going on. But in your space, you're really able to be conscious about what you're creating and be intentional about what you're creating. So that's why you're looking at the southwest and you're going, wow, okay, I'm gonna add, my 2 heart-shaped rose quartz crystals, for example, or I'm going to add, flower essence is a really good thing to add as well. So flowers in general in the southwest are gonna be really beautiful. But flower essence could be like essential oils. It could be like lavender or rose, or jasmine is a really good one, or sandalwood. If you're like, hey, that's a lot of floral, I'd like something a little more earthy, sandalwood's a really good one. I'm sure there are other beautiful ones, so if you know of any other flower essences, please comment, let me know, I'd love to know. But you can diffuse those oils there. You can, mix maybe a little perfume oil, like essential oil perfume there, and then, wear it every day. So you kind of are reminding yourself, I'm pulling this energy in. I'm inviting this in. So another really powerful thing that you can do is, and this is right up there with, making the southwest space intentional, is to make sure you have room for this person that you're inviting in. You're telling the universe that you are ready, So what does that look like? It looks like having like a queen size bed, right? Or a bed big enough for somebody else to sleep there. Having 2 nightstands on the bed, so it's really balanced, right? 2 lamps, so they have a way to see if they're reading next to you or something. Making sure, like if you enter in your house and you have like 1 hook where you hang your jacket, well, go ahead and add, 2 hooks or maybe a little bit more. So you're saying, hey, I'm ready, guys. I'm ready to have the party. Like, let's get it going. In the bathroom, have room in the medicine cabinet. Make sure that you have like enough towels for someone if they're coming over. This could be a little forward, but you could have like a toothbrush ready for when someone's gonna be there, because you're telling the universe, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this person to come into my life. So anything that you would want to provide to somebody else in your home, in your space, go out and purchase that and have it ready for when they come. Another really important thing that I want to go over is peach blossom, which is kind of considered advanced feng shui. And what I find funny about that is that it's using flying star information, which really isn't advanced feng shui. it is the traditional Feng Shui that I practice. And it's, you know, practiced very prevalently in the East. It's not really well known in the West. It's starting to get there, but flying star in Feng Shui are essentially number combinations. It's a energy reading. It's an energy map of your home. And it's kind of like an astrological birth chart, right? So when were you born? When was the house born? Is one of the things that in the combination. You know, where's magnetic north? Where's the yang energy entering into your space? Things like that are used to get the flying star energy. And one of the combinations that might be present in your home, might be there permanently. It certainly can arrive with an annual number, but it's called a peach blossom. And for a man, it is typically a 2-4. And for a woman, it's flying stars are numbers, essentially. They're number combinations. And for a woman, it's 1-4. Peach blossoms are great because it's not only is it bringing in relationships into your life, but it's also luck. It's also really good for fame and reputation, which these days is kind of like, you know, how many followers you have on Instagram or something like that. But you can harness this peach blossom energy and, you know, welcome it into your home. Now, getting a flying star reading of your home is something that I do. It is something that you'd have to have a reading for in order to know if you have a permanent number. If you don't have a permanent number, there's of course annual numbers that come in that will trigger peach blossoms in certain years and certain times in your home. So that's something to know. There also is an individual peach blossom combination based on when you were born. So that's trigram information. So that is another way that you can use peach blossom. When you know your peach blossom, you activate it by adding water, like really, like an indoor fountain is really going to activate that energy. Flowers, if it's also kind of based on your trigram, there are very specific flowers that you can, you know, or you know, that you can add into this space. There's essentially a ritual that's very personalized for you based on your birth date, and I think I'll do that video about, you know, personal peach blossom trigram, probably very close to Valentine's Day, so you guys could use that information as well. But I think that the information I just gave you, you know, to make sure to get intentional on your why, to go through the space, see what you have, you know, be intentional about the things that you put in the southwest corner of your home. Those are all going to serve you really, really well. And, you know, I'm excited for you to bring this into your life. And I would love to hear your thoughts and to love to hear what happens once you start doing it, because it really is amazing and super powerful. So, yes, please let me know. And if you would like to have kind of a flying star reading on your own personal space to see, you know, where is a peach blossom, or you know, in your permanent home numbers and how you can activate it, please just let me know. I'd be really happy to do that reading for you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Bye.